Hey guys, I did just film an 8-minute long video of me talking, which is what I intend to do with this, but I don't feel like it made any sense. And what I was saying at the beginning of the previous one is that because I don't record myself talk anymore every day, I've really got out of the flow of it. Like every time I whip out the camera, I'm like, oh my god, I get shy, and I forget how to talk. I forget how to form sentences. So we're gonna try and film as much as possible, most days. It is really hard in a villa full of people, but at the moment everybody's out, so it's perfect opportunity. And also I'm just finding my footing here in Thailand. And I mean, good news, we found a villa which we're moving into long term at the end of July. I can't even tell you how excited my boyfriend and I are. We are so excited, like every day that's all we talk about. Well, not really, but yeah, we're just so excited. It's such a cool villa. The value for money is crazy. It's got a sauna, a pool, like the tallest ceilings, the big open space, bright plants, and we're gonna plant more plants and more plants and house plants, and oh my god, I'm just really excited. So yeah, that's what we were doing over the past few days. We went to a few house viewings, but as soon as we went to this one, we were like, yeah. Plus, Izzy and Ollie, our friends, are moving in next door as well. So they did kind of put it in our heads that they were like, oh, this place is amazing, you're gonna love it. And me and Teb were like, let's stay skeptical and not just move there just because they're next door. But yeah, it is unreal. So that's really exciting. And it's really nice to kind of have like a plan in motion, because obviously when you travel around so much, it's just like take it as it comes, and it's so much fun. And I feel like, I don't know what that quote is, but it's something like traveling is the best form of education or something like that. And it is, you learn so much. Even just like, you see TikToks, well, I don't know if you do, fuck knows what's on your For You page. I see TikToks of like, if you survive a trip to Japan with your boyfriend, then he's a one or something, just because you're in such high stress situations sometimes, trying to catch trains, trying to read stuff in other languages and trying to navigate this and that, and also work together with differences as he wants to do something, if I want to do something. And then we saw his dad and his uncle, and it changed the dynamic a lot, like just constantly changing. Because when you're so comfortable with something, you're in your comfort zone, that's great, and you know what you like. But when you travel, I think the whole reason it does elevate you as a person is because you're constantly pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. And that's not just solo travel, that's traveling with your boyfriend as well, which is not what I expected. I thought solo travels where you really discover yourself, but traveling with your boyfriend is a whole nother ball game, and I guess it helps you figure out your relationship a lot, and it's been really good for us. That's what been but what has been even better for us is being with friends for the past few days as well, because I did say at the beginning of this year, like, I want to make it a priority to socialise and build a little network of friends. And I love the people I have around me at the moment, but there's very, very few of them, which is fine. And obviously most of whoever is in the UK, which is fine again. But now we know that we're going to settle here and that we're going to live here, that we're going to build a life here for the foreseeable future. It will be really nice to also build a friendship group, or just like people to socialise with, which is really cool. On Wednesday, I think we're going to meet up with this other couple who have moved here. I've just seen them online and we've just been talking, and go to a recovery centre with an ice bath, sauna, like that stuff. We've got one near us that we love, so that will be good. And then tomorrow, one of my childhood friends from home, she's travelling here with her boyfriend at the moment. They're on a holiday, so we're going to meet them for dinner tomorrow. And yeah, it's just been really good to mix it up, change the dynamic again. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I'm really, really looking forward to settling down and finding that comfort and that norm, and then challenging myself in other areas rather than just constantly trying to keep up with what's going on around me. We're going to be settled in a place which is just beautiful. Like, when you wake up somewhere like this, like, oh, you can't be stressed, you can't be mad. Obviously I have my moments, but it's just like, snap out of it. Like, are you joking me? So to be able to say soon that like I live here is just going to be, oh my god, I'm so grateful. What was I saying anyway? Oh yeah, but when we settle, I've got plans to do a yoga teaching teacher training course to get my qualification for that. And then I think I'll start teaching yoga at the Muay Thai gym that we train at. We spoke about that. Ted's gonna start building up a business on the side and stuff, just like other things that we wouldn't really be able to do while we're constantly moving around. Plus, traveling isn't out the window, because whilst you're here on the visa we're going to be on, you have to leave every 3 months. So every 3 months we're going to go to like somewhere near and cheap, like Bali. To say that Bali is near and cheap is also crazy. Like Bali, Philippines, Cambodia, somewhere just surrounding, for like, I don't know, a weekend or a week to so our visas. Lost my trail of words. So that we don't get kicked out of the country, basically. And then that way we can also travel, and it's cool because we'll have a base here. Then we can just take a backpack, see these other places, and yeah, do you know, you just feel like you're where you're meant to be, and it's just such a nice feeling. Obviously there are the downsides of the fact that I miss my family so much. It's insane, and all I want is for them to be able to come out here, and especially when we move into a place, that all I want is for them to be able to see it. But I can't just expect people to just, I don't know, drop their job, save up enough money and come and see me in Thailand. It's not how it works. So there are sacrifices you've got to make, but we'll be going back enough anyway. We're going back soon before we move in long term, like I said before, to kind of like see people, bring some stuff over, and just, yeah. So I guess that was my little update for today. I'm going to try and do daily ones again, but we are, like I said, until the 11th we're pretty much living on a mountain, so immediately as soon as I walk outside it's just like treacherous hills if you want to go on a walk, which I did once and just died. So how I typically go on walks is I'll drive somewhere and go on a walk, to get the steppages in. But so what I'm saying is that when I live somewhere where I can walk in the surrounding areas, I'll be able to film a lot more easier. I think I've been talking for too long and now my brain is shutting down. Who likes my nails? Somebody said to me once, I don't like, the reason I like your videos is because you don't just talk about really girly things and you don't show your nails or something like that. So here are my nails. Do you like them? I do. Okay, I will see you next time. Happy, blessed, grateful. Goodbye.